Welcome to the Puckin Stoner Dad Show with your hosts, Dusty,
all these franchises and all these people that used to fucking control me.
the Ginge.
Happy to be here. Looking forward to playing.
Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Check out our short form content on Shorts and TikTok.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back, episode number 25. Man, it has been a while. Had a lot of stuff kind of going on. How you been, man?
Good
Got
now.
ginger. Yeah, like we have got a lot of stuff going on. Let's go. We'll explain to people what's been going on in your life. It just seems like one thing after the other.
Yeah, I don't even really want to jinx it today, but oh, I lost Cedric. He was asleep. I must have woke him up. I just saw him take off upstairs. Between everyone getting sick and everyone getting sick again and everyone getting sick again, which I think that's starting again. I've been seeing kids wiping their nose an awful lot upstairs.
Yeah,
We had Armageddon in the basement, or flood again and again and again.
And I think you're forgetting something too.
What
Something
could I
with
be?
an arm? Something with an arm,
Oh yeah.
like preventing you from working.
Oh yeah. Well, the rain's preventing me from working too.
Yeah,
I got lucky, and I also had a couple mics tonight. So, the swelling's gone, and I got some movement.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I'm all right. But if I move my thumb, you can't really hear it right on the microphone, but there's a grind.
Yeah, you kind of see you got that like motion. You can see that it's not as smooth.
Yeah. So, did I give you the rundown of how it happened?
No.
Okay, so Cedric's got a trophy cabinet in the dining room. So it's like a corner cabinet. It's built into the corner, and it's got all his hockey trophies and everything. He's very proud of it. Checks on it every day to make sure everything's up to par. You know the toys that are in waiting rooms at a doctor? They're a big block with pipes and the balls that go on the pipes.
Yeah.
Simon's got one, and it's big and heavy, and he likes to just leave it wherever he wants. He'll drag it anywhere and just like, oh, middle of the floor, I'm done with it. Peace.
Like a kid, basically.
And I was walking through the dining room, and he had left it right in the middle of the floor, and I should have been looking, but I was looking at my phone, and I kicked it. I sent my phone flying. I flew. I went to catch myself on the trophy cabinet. I missed the trophy cabinet. My thumb clipped it, and it sent my hand like this into the wall, into the door frame.
Oh.
Solid hardwood. Everything in our house is hardwood. It's an old house. Hardwood.
Oh.
And I heard snap, and oh man, like you hit a wall, and of course everyone's like, oh, that hurt. But it wasn't just like for an hour and a half I was like, something doesn't feel right, and I like I can't. Yeah, she was fractured.
Fucking brutal. So that's what's going on in your life.
I had to fix the plumbing with the fucked up hand, and then I ripped the thing off my hand, and I was taking apart the the main line, and I
Yeah.
pulled the cast iron plug out, and it was all built up with minerals, so I had to poke my hand through it. I should have used a screwdriver. I used my finger, and I sliced my finger open. Same hand.
You're just accident prone.
Yeah, very.
Oh, something. It's like you have something in common with someone right now. It seems like. Like, are we putting you on the Toronto Maple Leafs IR as well?
Send me to Robidoux Island.
Man, like, have you been watching a lot? Like, I've been watching. I still been watching everything. And
But I still put it on and watch, even though we've been kind of on a hiatus. I've still been watching and screaming,
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
crying, and poking
So
through it.
we're gonna look. We're almost pretty much in December. So what would you think of November as a whole? I remember we're last episode we were kind of on a high, starting to get into that low. Like you saw the Berube effect, and how I think like we haven't seen Matthews in I don't know how many games is it? 9 games now, I think it is. 7 games.
7, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what have you thought of the team without Matthews?
Man, do you hear that clanging?
Yeah,
That's my cat flipping her dish because she wants fed.
I've been wondering what the hell that was.
Yeah, I gotta go feed her soon. I think it's gonna drive me
Mhm.
nuts. But I like the Leafs without Matthews. I'm not gonna be like one of those guys that says, "Oh, is he expendable?"
No,
But
definitely not.
first of all, of course he wasn't putting up points because he was hurt.
Yeah,
Storybook had to happen. Second of all, of course the team shows up when he's hurt.
actually, I've had this debate actually a lot on Facebook for some reason. I don't know, Facebook coming up and you're seeing all these guys. Oh yeah, look at these guys. They don't need them. Blah blah blah. What like? He's a former 69 goal scorer last year. You not think everyone on the ice is going to be looking for the former 69 goal scorer?
Oh, of course.
The best guys on the ice are going to. It doesn't matter. The best guys in the league are going to be looking for that guy on the ice.
Yeah. And if you can do something to shut him down, you're going to do something to shut him down. And if he's injured and trying to play through it, he's not going to be performing.
And with that, with these injuries, right? And then you see it like Marner, in my opinion, has stepped up.
Oh, big time.
He should be. He is a $10.9 million player, $11 million player right now. He should be stepping up in this kind of moment, but he has, and it's nice because it's finally time that you have seen him, and Willie stepped up at times, and JT has stepped up, and like just watching them, man, they are exciting to watch again.
Yeah.
They're
And
tough.
I don't want to say it's because he's gone, but it's nice to see that they can step it up when he's gone, because he could leave at any time again.
Yeah, he can't get injured yet.
Yeah.
Lots of
So it's nice to
speculation of
see the
what's
team
happening,
rally.
right? But yeah, exactly. And like exactly, so like I heard people say, okay, like if they go down in the playoffs, like they're trying stuff out right now just in case, like you don't have a Matthews in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I want to know that the team's going to be able to dig deep if they're missing him in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
And Marner, yeah, he's stepped up, and I want to see that continue throughout the playoffs as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the crowd is chanting, "Oh, yeah, it's not the playoffs. He's scoring in the regular season." Well, you got to score in the regular season to get to the playoffs.
And the only thing you have to assess is right now, and the sample size we have right now is what, first 20 games they played, first quarter of the season now they've played.
Yeah.
I think they've had a pretty good November overall, especially not having Matthews. Like they've only lost one game. Yeah, only lost one game without Matthews so far this year.
Yeah. And
The
like
guys
we're
just
not
keep
getting them
going
back
down.
tomorrow.
We're having Marleys with our defense. Like you're getting like that defense core and goaltending, like Joseph Woll and Stollers, man, becoming an amazing tandem.
Yeah, that's fucking nice to see.
Like,
I was one of the people who didn't really see it panning out, but if it can keep up like this, I mean, Wall has to stay healthy, but whoa, it's
I
going to
had
be
a feeling.
dangerous.
I had a feeling about it. That's why I thought, like I sent you, I was like, I picked him up in my fantasy. And I remember you even saying something about it. You're like, dude, I don't know if he wanted to do that.
Ah, I thought
But
you were
man,
crazy.
he's been great for me since I picked him up.
Yeah, keep it up.
A shutout.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
got a shutty.
Yeah.
Fucking as long as he can stay healthy.
Yeah, that is the main thing. He
That's
can
it.
stay healthy, and that's knock on wood. There's wood here. These baseboards are wood, but I'm actually kind of shocked that he has stayed healthy throughout all these injuries. They're getting in Colorado territory, man. Like they have top forwards out on
Yeah.
IR.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked. It's a party, man. You got to just smile through it because if you cried, it would be pretty fucking miserable. And life's already miserable enough as a Leafs fan.
Well, I feel it hasn't really gotten much excitement from Leaf fans because we're going to
Because
talk
they're
about the
doing
next thing,
well.
and we're not even going to be. Well, we're going to bring that up because that's a whole other topic, and I can't wait to talk about those things. But no one's really talking about how Willie's brother, Alex, signed an NHL contract with the team.
Yeah, I saw that. And I
That's
saw
another one, man.
Willie had just posted something, a story or something of them hugging in Swedish jerseys, saying,
How excited they were to play together one day.
One
Yeah.
goal, 2 shifts. Please let me play with my brother again or something.
Yeah.
I think that's something that, man, I've always said it, and I think that I'm not going to say plan the parade, but if the Leafs were to win a cup or even make a deep run in a year, it would be a year where every second fans were on the edge of their seats because something fucked up was happening. It's not going to be like oh man, we coasted through the season, we fucking finished with fucking an 80% win percentage, and we fucking never had a 7-game playoff stretch. No, it's going to be like people were injured, people were fucking playing through injuries, we lost fucking 20 games in a row. The captain was gone. 2 goalies were from a junior B team in Toronto at one point. The coach was actually the janitor for a sec. Like, it's going to be a season like that. And man, so far it's been pretty like Rapture Palooza.
Yeah. It's fun. Like the injuries, man. Just the injuries alone.
Man. Plus, like getting used to a new system and fucking whatever's gone on in the season. But man, it's been like my basement. Just 1 second it's flooded, the next it's good.
Yeah. Bizarre, right? Like, and despite all that, man, they were. I don't know if they're first right now. They were first in the Atlantic.
Oh, look, I think they still are, but let's take a look. Oh, fuck, 2 cats are about to fight. Don't fuck with Flower, man. She'll fuck you up.
I know Florida played earlier, so I don't know if they won or not.
I wonder if that's chocolate or res on my hands. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Standings. Toronto's first in the Atlantic
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
by 1 point.
So speaking of kind of like this time or now, we did have a question here. Let me find it here.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we had a question earlier
Blue
today.
sky at night.
Blue Sky, yeah. A lot of people ask the same question. Was the guy making the schedule baked out of his mind by the time he got to November games?
He was as baked as us, man.
Yeah, we do have a confession to make, everybody.
We made the schedule.
We could be responsible for this. He was hanging out with us, and
Yeah, we actually
got
we were smoking with
really
him.
fried. Yeah, we got him really fried.
At one point, I said, "Wouldn't it be funny if everyone panicked because there was basically no games in November?" And he was like, "Ha, let me write that down." And we thought he was kidding, but
Yeah. So,
anyway, take another toke.
Mad Sundin said that. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
But
fucking
yeah,
Dean.
like it is brutal, man. Like Leafs not playing on a Saturday night is criminal, and it's because I think it's the last night Taylor Swift's in town or something like that.
She's still there.
Yeah, she was there for
How many
6 nights or
concerts
something.
did she play in Toronto?
She played 6.
In the same city?
Mm-hmm.
Were they different venues?
No, all at the same place. All at the same Rogers Center where the Blue Jays play. She actually, it's crazy the amount of money too that she apparently there was estimated that she was going to bring $1 billion to Toronto for just that tour for people coming in. Between like hotels and like Airbnbs, all that kind of stuff, and food and
Wowza. Well, like, I'm pretty sure she's the Antichrist.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Could be. She's
Yeah.
probably the reason. She's the reason the Leafs haven't won the cup.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is the Antichrist. She is a Leafs curse and also secretly Justin Bieber. Have you ever seen them in the same room?
Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever seen them on camera at the same time?
Isn't there pictures? Didn't they almost date?
You should know by the way I asked the question in the first place that I don't follow modern pop culture.
Dave Carson on Blue Sky also says, wait until you see February, one home game the entire month. It's because of the Four Nations. It's because of the Four Nations Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 weeks, and I'm sure they're probably on some California trip or something like that right before that, because I'm pretty sure that's usually around February they go do that.
Yeah, go see Anaheim's new orange jerseys.
Yeah. The games that, I'm too old to stay up for?
Yeah, those suck.
Yeah.
I'm especially if I find out I don't work the next day, I'm always like, that's it. I'm going to take a nap right before the game, wake up, watch it. Man, if people can do it in fucking England and Scotland, I can do it. No, I wake up the next day.
What chance?
No,
I don't know. I don't know how the people over like Australia and Scotland and like all those other. I don't know how they do it.
I set an alarm. I don't wake up to the alarm. My sleeping self slaps my phone until the alarm fucks off, and I keep sleeping.
Yeah, dude. Like that's dedication. That's more passion than freaking a lot of fans here.
Yeah.
How popular would the Leafs be if they were on at 2:00 in the morning?
Oof. In Canada?
Yeah.
It would pretty much just be something you'd maybe catch if you were drunk. It would be like Seinfeld.
The nights you can't sleep or something like that. And
Yeah.
the TV
Oh, there's a
on.
hockey game on. Oh, it's the Leafs.
Oh, no. Yeah. Dedication, man. Dedication.
drink another Budweiser and eat some more frozen lasagna.
Yeah.
That's still frozen.
Yeah. And at nights too. Imagine like nights that they play absolute like garbage too, right? Like
Oh yeah, the first period ends and no, wait, it's 2 in the morning. I go and turn on the Leafs game. It's 2 in the morning, and Ilya Samsonov lets in the first shot. I'm going to bed.
or imagine staying up and it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're getting pummeled by a Zamboni driver.
Yeah, I'd turn the game on and turn it right back off. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna stay off social media for no one would even talk about it on social media because no one would even know it happened.
Yeah. Well, that actually technically, I guess that would be a good thing, right? Like, I don't know how large like like Toronto's fan base over in like the UK.
Apparently, Toronto has more fans than any other NHL team in the UK.
That I can see, but I mean, like, is it like people that like stand out that like hockey out there? Like, is it
Yeah,
like
is it hardcore fans or was everyone asked and they just
yeah?
picked the blue maple leaf? They're like,
No,
"Oh,
I
that
just
looks like a
mean
full."
like even though like it's like how niche of I wonder how niche of a sport hockey is in like England and Scotland and that, right? Like because they like soccer's their biggest for
Yeah,
soccer, football is their biggest sport, right? Like
from what I get from looking like at EIHL highlights and stuff, uh, because that's their NHL, right? And they view
their
their
pro league.
NHL probably like we view a junior team. Like when you're watching their
Yeah.
highlights and you see the crowd, it's about the size of like a London Knights game or like a fucking Moncton Wildcats or Halifax Mooseheads game.
Or like even like junior B kind of thing.
Maybe even junior B. Like it's
Yeah.
not 3, 4 tiers of fans and balconies. It's 2 levels. There's still
Yeah.
empty seats. That's not in a. Each team doesn't have their own arena. They use the city like public arena. Like there's still
It's
curling fucking circles on the arena because the local curling club curls there, and which
yeah.
is fucked up because in Canada, curling and hockey they use 2 different types of fucking ice.
Yeah. So there's a market that they can grow there basically.
Yeah,
And I think it can appeal to them too because it is a rough sport, right? Like
it's not just like rough, but like it's expensive too, just to put your kid in it.
oh yeah. Very.
Trust me.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious though. Like I don't think it's as expensive in other countries. Like when I streamed on this channel, I when I played like hockey games,
Okay.
there's this guy that was from I think he was Poland or Denmark or something like that. I think it was Poland. And it was like a really non-traditional like hockey kind of place I wouldn't think of like that was like a general hockey market. He used to say, yeah, like he used to play hockey with people and shit like that. Like there was like leagues and shit, but like he was saying it's like such a minor one, but like it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So do you think that we pay so much to play just because hockey's such a big sport here? So
Yeah, 100%. Because the NHL has commercialized it so much.
that's fucking so annoying.
It's part of Canadian culture, right? Like that's why I think I don't. And it plus like it's a sport that's played has to be played in a specific arena, right? Like, and that arena has to be catered to certain temperatures, and like that ice has to be taken care of. So that does take time and resources to do that, and all those teams need. That's the only place you can go play, right? Is on
Yeah.
ice. Like it's not like a basketball team where like, oh, you can't afford a court. You can find a court somewhere in the city
Yeah, you're right.
and go practice like street ball or like soccer, right? There's lots of fields that like a lot of schools have fields for soccer
Yeah.
or
You
football
can't just
fields and
and like as much as you can just play pond hockey on a pond, you can't fucking run a hockey team on a pond. You can maybe
no,
have a
and
practice for
it's
fun, but to just throw two teams on a pond and have a game, it's gonna be fucked up.
it is, but like you don't hear those stories anymore though.
No, it doesn't happen anymore because
No.
of what we're playing on now.
Yeah, like you don't hear the stories like Gretzky used to be out on like pond hockey, like his dad used to make him and like maintain it. And he used to be out there till the lights, and you had to like force him inside every single night. Right? You don't hear those kind of stories.
No, no, there's no Gordon Bombay kids skating
Yeah.
around the pond shooting pucks and trash cans while their dads are saying, "Hey, hey, supper was 3 hours ago."
Well, it's because these kids are getting scouted at like 9 now,
Yeah.
and they're like they're almost knowing prodigies at 9.
Oh yeah, man. They've got kids in our league that like some of these
So
kids, they're already treating them like pros, and you can tell it's because they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna go play Moncton AAA. They're gonna be an affiliate for the Moncton Wildcats. They're gonna get scouted and probably play 20 games in the AHL, and everyone's gonna think they're a fucking legend.
yeah. They can tell already at a certain age. It's political too, obviously, but
Oh, very political, man.
yeah. So political, we could segue that into. I guess you could argue it's kind of political. Couple of hits that's been happening lately,
Hmm.
especially Toronto that related. Let's start with the Ryan Reaves hit on Darnell Nurse. What was your first reaction to the hit?
First reaction, but
Yeah,
the ketchup smear
yeah,
on his visor made me want to puke.
yeah. It looked
Oh,
bad. It looked really bad.
and the hit was okay. I get both sides of the coin. Darnell Nurse had his head way the fuck down between his
Hmm.
legs, basically. But
Yeah.
Ryan Reaves skated into that. You know, you could see he had his head down a country mile. Like, you can rub a guy and make him regret having his head down. You don't have to
Mhm.
fucking in the face.
He could have bent down and got more of his chest than
So
anything.
bent
Yeah.
down. He could have lowered himself and got him in the chest. Just make him feel like, oh man, I should have had my head up, but don't fucking catch up the guy. Like
Yeah.
there was blood.
It was a dumb hit. It was a bad hit. It was dirty. Principal point of contact, which is going to be kind of a phrase I think we're going to be saying for the two hits. Principal point of contact, first point of contact was his head. And
Yeah.
you see the pictures, his head's twisting back. It was a bad hit. I don't want to be that Leaf fan, be like, oh no, blah blah blah. Like he's your guy, but you know you gotta call your guys out sometimes. And like it was a bad hit.
If we'll tell Mitch Marner he's dog
Yeah.
shit because he's not scoring in the playoffs, we should be telling Ryan Reaves he shouldn't be making hits like that.
But having said that, though, too, and I know me and you have both called this guy out this year on recorded episodes too, saying what is going on with him. He's not fighting. He's not throwing big hits. He's not being physical. Like he's making an impact, and he actually wasn't playing that bad on that fourth line with Lawrence and Camp. But like he has been basically calling it. Why isn't he fighting? Why isn't he fighting? What's going on? Like, and I think he was trying to make that kind of impact against his old team too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I actually no, he didn't play for Edmonton. Never mind. I was thinking something else. Never mind.
You're thinking it was Vegas. 'Cause
Yeah,
he played
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah. Don't keep your head down. You're right. But yeah, he's got to be aware that he has that. He's got to get down. He should have more little awareness on that. But I
Yeah,
see his other point of him trying to make a play though, and make a big impact on the game with a big hit, right? Get the boys going.
Yeah, you can make a big hit without killing somebody though. And
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
rule
Yeah.
doesn't have an asterisk like, oh, you can still hit them in the head. That can be the principal point of contact if they've got their head down. No, you're still just not allowed to hit them in the head. So you've got to be mindful and aware of where you are at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
He shouldn't fucking be killed, but he should regret having his head down.
Yeah. And it sucks for Revo, man. Like, I'm sure he's a big part of that dressing room, and like, I'm sure they still have him around in that, but like, segue into this next hit that we want to talk about, but like, that's why I think why that hit was laid out was because he wasn't in the lineup, and that hit being WhiteCloud on 2 Nice.
Yes.
So there's actually quite a bit of debate on this, even through the fans. What is your opinion? Clean or not clean on that hit?
Oh, I thought it was a pretty nice hit.
I agree with you on that too.
I thought it was a nice hit. I think anyone who's upset is because it happened to one of our players. But it was clean.
It does exactly.
Matthew Nyes had his fucking head down all day. Not even head down. He didn't have his head down. He wasn't looking in that direction though. He was just looking straight ahead. He wasn't aware of what was going on around him, and he, as I said, make him regret it. He didn't get killed. He had to go off the ice for concussion protocol or whatever it was.
He is on IR too.
He did end up getting injured. It wasn't a bloodbath.
No.
And it was a clean hit. The only reason he got injured is because he got jarred because he wasn't prepared for it. And why was he not prepared for it? Is because he was looking somewhere else. Same thing. The people who fucking complain about this are the same ones who probably said Darnell Nurse had his head down. He was skating with his head in the wrong direction.
It wasn't, the hits weren't comparable in my opinion.
No,
they weren't even close. I will say who I've been extremely hard on Peros is I actually think he got both situations right. And I've been so against him this year. And the fact that like they actually released the video like with certain situations explaining, okay, this hit is why it was clean, and this is kind of like a borderline hit, but this is why we chose it wasn't a suspension, and this is a suspendable hit. That helps.
Yeah, they should keep doing that.
They should. It would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Because then like fans will be like, okay, I kind of get that. You know, it'd be a really nice one for them to actually fucking put out now, the NHL. What's goaltender interference?
Good luck. Like all I didn't agree with. The goaltender interference on Joseph Wall. That was not interference.
No, it wasn't. I know.
Buddy had
so
like
weak.
1 inch of his skate blade in the blue at one point that night, I'm sure, but it wasn't then.
Oh yeah, man. So like, I'm kind of surprised that you kind of thought nice thing was kind of clean, because there's a lot of people. We're a small group of people that don't think. Like, I know Fulton was one on there. Cause I went on. I remember Facebook. I said there's a bunch of like old guys that started attacking me, calling me a crackhead because I said that shit like that. I was like, what?
Really?
Oh yeah, man. It's fucking hilarious.
That's just the basic Leaf mindset, though. If you do it to someone else, it's clean, but if it happens to us,
Yeah.
Reaves hit clean, should have had his head up. Nyes hit, kick him out of the league.
So I think Darnell Nurse should have still had his head up. Yes,
he should have. Definitely had
just because he should have had his head up doesn't mean you got to.
He should have got his head up, and he should have got rocked. Ryan Reaves just should have hit him in the middle of the chest or shoulder to shoulder. Or even duck down and take his legs out.
Even if the hit kind of rode up like it did on Nice.
Yeah, a little ride up's okay, but direct contact, go bong.
Ooh. That's why there wasn't direct contact to the head. It wasn't the first point of contact. It wasn't the main point of contact.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between the hits,
right? Bounce is everything.
Yeah. And under that rule, it does say like under like after a hit, the body kind of loses control. You can't control off the body, so it's not the hitter is not responsible for what the body does after impact or something like that. Which yeah, it's an unfortunate rule. It's an
Yeah.
unfortunate thing, and under IIHF rules, they would have been kicked out of the game. But this is IIHF. This is NHL. Like, if the NHL wants to get that out, then they need to work on getting that out. Any contact to the head is a game misconduct off a hit. Then they need to do that. Follow through anything. But as
That
the
would
rule
be
stands, it
forced
was a
everywhere.
clean. As the rule stands, it was a clean hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they were right.
Yep. I'd love
And
him
if
on
they
the
don't
fucking
want it
race
to be
there.
right, they gotta fucking, like you
It
said,
was
they
it
gotta
was
do
a
something
it
to
was a
change it.
beauty hit, man. Stood up in the line, and a guy like Matthew Nyes has got to expect that, man. He's been loving fucking throwing his weight around like he's a
Yeah,
big
he's
boy.
putting his name out there. People are gonna start their
Yeah,
shit back, especially bigger
exactly.
guys.
And he's been throwing it, man. You got to be able to take it, and you got to be expecting someone's going to be giving it, going to
And
give
he's
it
got
back
the
to you.
body too, where if he had been looking in the right direction and saw that
Yeah,
hit coming, he could have
he
turned
could have
that into
bounced
a
off him.
reversed hit.
Yeah, he could have bounced off of him on that.
Yeah,
Because WhiteClouds is a smaller guy, and he is.
yeah. Learn
He
to
is a good,
use the
like he's a
weight.
good player, man. I like big hit. Like really like that hit.
Yeah, it was a nice hit. It just wasn't nice because it happened to us, right? Dirty, dirty hit.
Oh yeah, dirty. Right to jail.
Right to jail. No $200.
Yeah. So we have tomorrow night coming up. It's the Utah.
Yes.
It's seeming like it's the Nylanders, Marner, Tavares, and a bunch of fucking like misfits with the decor and the
Cool.
goalies. So just like a bunch of random fucking Marley forwards with Marner and Willie and JT.
It's another win.
Somehow, yeah.
Dominating win.
And this is kind of almost in a way what kind of scares me too about the team, right? Because this is a time that should be adversity and they're like going through it like crazy. So like what leafy situation is going to happen now?
Well,
Like,
yeah, when does it happen?
yeah.
When does Wall get injured and then Stolars finds out he can't do 20 games in a row and Hildby's not ready and Akada isn't either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marner hits that fucking rut where everyone's like, oh, wow, what are we paying him for? Matthews comes back and he's the only one scoring. Nylander's
And they
himself.
start Matt Murray and he just absolutely wrecks show.
Fuck, I forgot about Matt Murray. Matt Murray comes back. Is he still a Marley?
Yeah.
Oh, God bless him.
Yeah.
And he's not playing clearly because Hildby and
Artur
AK,
yeah.
they're both doing great, I hear. So I'm guessing Murray's riding the pine or sitting in the press box in the AHL. Like, just become a fucking GM already.
Yeah, no shit, eh?
Or an assistant to the GM. That's what all the ex-players are doing.
Yeah, well, Shane Doan.
Shane
I always
Doan.
forget about him being in the front office, eh? So like he was
That's
a
because
large,
he doesn't do any media.
yeah, was such a large part of like OEL coming
Yeah.
because he was teammates with him, right?
Yeah, and like no one, you never even hear anything from Shane Doan. I'm guessing he's just sitting in the corner of the office, just taking notes.
Well,
Spencer's
actually,
job.
another little cool thing too. So Shane Doan played with him, right? And he's in front office.
Yeah.
The guy in our front office also drafted Ekman Larson. Bratcher Living drafted
No way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's cool.
Mm.
That's really cool. Full circle.
Oh, am I getting my ass kicked? I can't even see. My cousin just setting what a huge night. He's fucking probably just started beating me in fantasy.
Nice. Well, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh, he's barely beating me by 2.
That can change in 2 minutes.
I got McDavid that just started.
Mick, Jesus.
Yeah.
Just dig the fuck in.
Dig the pocket.
Dig the fuck in.
I just had to tell him. Because I've been kicking his ass all week. It's my cousin. Eddie goes, what a huge night, because he caught up to me and just kind of beat me. He's beating me.
So now you got to give it back to him.
And so basically, I was like, yeah, man, don't worry. McDavid still has to play. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that was a nice little pickup. Ryan O'Reilly's a nice little pickup I got.
I was watching the Nashville game at my buddy's house before
Yeah.
I came home.
So I got my fantasy team: Sam Bennett, Evgeny Malkin, Ryan O'Reilly, Brandon Hagel, Drake Batherson, Tim Stutzel, Alex Tuck, Kyle Palmieri, Nick Ehlers, Victor Hedman, Charlie McAvoy, Dylan Sandberg, Noah Hannafin, Connor McDavid, and Daniel Sprong. And on the bench, I got Evan Bouchard, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Oliver Borkstrand, Tyler Seguin, Jake McCabe, Max Domi. And then my goalies, Markstrom, Yaroslav Askarov, and Joseph Wool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's stacked.
Not bad, eh?
It's pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good for me.
You could probably make the second round of the playoffs.
I hope. Either that or make game 7 and completely choke.
Eh,
You know, like go to start the game and, you know, like stub my foot on everything, every corner I go hit, and like get rear-ended on the way to work.
stubbing your toe sucks.
Right?
Worse than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, and I always catch door frames.
My thing is my shins.
Oh,
I
shit
might-
sucks too.
I got to a point when I was growing up, man, I smashed my shin on something and I wouldn't even feel it.
Oof.
Because that's how often I did it. My shins used to be like black and purple, pretty much.
Oh.
Mm.
I hate when you already got a shin bruise and then you like fucking hit the
I
bruise.
know.
Oh.
Nothing's worse than doing that on your foot. You ever stub your foot and then you're hopping
Oh.
around because you hurt it, and then you stub it again because
Stub it
you're
again.
hopping
Oh
around?
man, that'll make you puke.
Or yeah,
Ugh,
makes your stomach like drop. All
that's
right,
rough.
so we got something. We got an old segment. You'll remember it.
Hot takes of the week.
All right, hot takes. So, what do you got?
For the week,
Yeah, for the week, for the months.
for the month. Okay. Matthews is coming back with back-to-back hat tricks, just like he started last season.
Yeah, that'd be
And
dope.
in 5 games, he's already going to be among the scoring race leaders, and everyone's going to be like, "How the fuck did he do it?"
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we got
Back-to-back
Matthews
hat-
coming back. Yeah. Back to back Hatties.
back to back.
I was gonna say I could see a big win over Florida. I could maybe see a loss tomorrow and a big win against Florida.
Do you think they get one loss in the trio? Are we guaranteeing one loss?
So we got so we got what? Tomorrow, Wednesday, Saturday, I think it is.
Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, yep.
Yeah, so it's Tampa Saturday, I think. I think they're 1-1-1.
1-1-1?
Yeah.
I'm saying 2-1-0. We beat Tampa, we beat Florida, we lose. Oh, my chest. Oh. What the heck? We're good.
Okay, well, those are the hot takes. Well, thanks for coming by. Episode number 25. We look forward to
Vant sank.
We look forward to the next one. We're gonna make this a weekly thing from now on, no matter what.
No matter what.
At least, no matter what, we'll be there.
If I
all right, everyone,
my laptop beside my plumbing, I will.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.
Soundtrack.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Check out our social medias. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast.